here making video. Oh, hi. How's it going? I'm glad you're here. You're just in time. I'm just on my way to make a video. We're going to talk about the iBook, the first generation from Apple. It should be pretty cool, so let's go check it out. Come on. Come with me. Come on. Welcome to the video. This is the iBook, the first generation, and I'm Joe Green, and we are going to look at it now. So you may have seen as I was carrying it before, on my way up here, it has a handle. This was integrated into the hinge. I've never seen another computer with this. No modern one anyways. By the way, this model was made from 1999 until 2001. So around the turn of the century, and I have never seen another computer from that era or newer with a handle like this. Especially from Apple, because they're all about the simplicity and the unibody crap nowadays. You wouldn't expect this from Apple, but as you can see, I have the tangerine version. They had 5 different colors. And let's open it up. Now this, actually, first, I'll just show you the bottom. That's the bottom. And if we open it up, you can see, for one thing, it opens very, very far. It opens almost 180 degrees, which is pretty warm. You can see on the top it says iBook. There's no webcam, obviously. That wasn't a thing back then. You can see the orange Apple logo underneath the screen and the keyboard. And what's interesting is Apple keyboards nowadays are very simple and just there. You're not supposed to understand how they work. They just do. Well, here, if you look closely underneath the keys, you can actually see the mechanism that presses to press it. And another thing that's interesting is how easy it is to remove this keyboard. Now, on PCs, even nowadays, you have to get like a flathead screwdriver and go around and pop out a bunch of tabs. If you've ever done it before, you know how much of a pain it can be. But on this iBook, all you have to do is pull down on 2 tabs. You use your fingers because they're right on top. They're between the Escape and F1 keys and the F8 and F9 keys. So I'll pick this up here and show you that I got the keyboard out. It's still wired in, but it's out of the shell very easily. And that makes it really easy to do any kind of replacement or repair. And now keyboards on MacBooks are built right into the frame, so you can't do that. You can't do that. So that's one thing. Let's start this up, and I'll talk a little bit more. This iBook is running Mac OS 9.2, which is one of the last versions of OS 9 that were released. OS 10 came out in 2001. So this iBook, I'm not sure if it can run OS 10. I haven't tried it. I don't plan on trying it. As you can see, it's starting up. Maybe you can't see. Focus! Focus! You can kind of see. OS 10 is how we know Mac today. It came out in 2001, and they still release sub-updates. Those are 10.1, 10.2, 10.3, and so on and so forth. And each one has a nickname. That's where we get lion, mountain lion, Yosemite, tiger, mavericks, snow leopard, leopard. That's totally out of order. Wasn't trying to get it in order. Now, another thing I want to look at is the charger. Now, I guess translucency was their thing back then, because if you look at the plug, you can see the wires inside of it, as well as on the base itself. Now, this disc is their design. You can see there's a little foot underneath to sit on the table, so it would sit like that. This end would go to the wall, and this is the plug itself that goes into the iBook. You can see it's very different from today. It's certainly not MagSafe or USB-C for those who bought the new MacBook. But this charger is nice because it winds right up into this disc. So I'll unwind it here because it's actually a very long cord, certainly longer than an iPhone cord, and that Yep, that's as long as it goes. So you can see from there all the way to there. That's pretty long cord. And it just winds back up. And you don't see that anymore from Apple. You get, it can still wind into the box, but it's very, it's not as elegant. Not elegant. I don't know what the word is. It's not like this. This is done starting up. But there's one thing that I need to point out. And it is that this is not done with everything, because it looks like it is. It looks like it is because it is on the desktop, but what you have to do is you have to go to the tab up here that says log in, and actually that's how you log in. So you go up and click it, and then you have to hit log in before you're logged in as anything. And let me just log in here, and now I'm logged in, and there's no apparent change other than the cursor turned into a stopwatch, and it didn't have that stupid beach ball wheel of death thing. But there's not a whole lot to look at in this operating system, but let's take a peek anyways. So you can see at the top left is the old Apple logo, the rainbow one. Now, well, after that it was blue on the menu bar. After this one it was blue, but their actual logo was just black, and that's how it is now, and that's how it is in the menu bar, and that's what this is called at the top. So you can see the tabs are different than normal. Up here you have the time, it's not all the way in the corner. This is going to give you a list of your running applications, and that is just for Microsoft Office. That's just because it's installed to this computer. So if we run Microsoft Word, for example, we can go ahead and do that. I want to point out that there is a difference between this and OS X. There's a lot of differences, but one difference is on OS X, when you're running a program, between the Apple logo and the file on the menu bar, the name of the program shows up, and that's where you get those extra options. But in OS IX, that's not the case. It's just file. So the way you get to quit the program, you can still do Command Q, or you'd go File quit instead of Microsoft Word quit. So it's different. It's very different for sure. But that is almost everything I want to show you. The last thing I wanted to show you guys is how you shut it down. Because in OS X, you go to the Apple menu and hit shut down. It's very intuitive. It makes sense. Because on Windows, you go to the start menu and shut down. Or if you're on Windows 8, the start screen and shut down. Or in the charms bar. Or you can right click on the start button. There's many simple ways that make sense. But here, if you go to the Apple menu, first of all, you don't get anywhere near the kind of options you get in OS X. Here, it's more of like to launch programs. That's what the Apple menu really was back then. What you had to do was go over, and it's not log in either. The login tab, all you get is to log out or log in as a different user. You have to go to the special tab. And that's where you get like your CD options and stuff. So I don't know why they put the power in here. But you can see right there, there they are. So I guess let's shut this baby down because that's my time. Thank you so much for watching. I upload 2 videos a week now, so I will see you on Tuesday and next Friday. And I do daily vlogs on a second channel. That link will be in the description. If you're interested, go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you all on Tuesday. Peace. Gotta make a video. Oh, hi. How's it going? I'm so happy you're here. I'm just on my way to the set right now. We're going to talk about the iBook. This is not the new iBook. I almost said the new iBook. Let me try that again.